welcome back to my channel. What I'm going to be showing you today is how I make my oxtails. So what I'm doing right now is actually just cleaning, rinsing off the oxtails. I rinse them about 3 times with very cold water just to get like the film off of it. It comes with this film on top of it. I guess it comes from, I don't know, like the fat building up on it. I don't know exactly what it is, but I rinse it off again with very cold water about 3 times, and you can tell that your meat is getting clean because as you go to throw the water off, each time you refill it, the water gets a little clearer each and every time. So this is about the 2nd time that I'm doing it there, just to get them nice and clean. Okay, so yeah, that's looking better than when I first put them into the bowl. Rinse it off again, and then now I'm going in with my seasonings once you have it, once you clean them really well. So the first seasoning I'm going to use is the Lowry seasoning salt. I like to put a generous amount, and make sure as you put each seasoning on, you give it a good toss so that all the meat is coated all over on all the sides. Okay, so I just go in, I move it around as I'm sprinkling the seasoning in there, again just to make sure everything is well coated, and you toss it around so you can get that good flavor on there. Next I'm going to be using onion powder, and again you just sprinkle, just go in. I don't really use measurements when I'm seasoning my meat and stuff like that. I like to say it's in the wrist for me. It just has like a certain look. So, and there goes the garlic powder. So again, I can't really tell you 2 tablespoons of this, 3 tablespoons of this. That, can't really tell you that. It's just a look for me. It's in the wrist. So here I am again, just tossing everything around just to make sure that it's evenly coated. Like all the meat gets the seasoning on it. And I'm rinsing my hands, clean and rinse as I go. There is the complete seasoning. I love that seasoning. And as well, you just sprinkle until you have the desired amount on there. Again, it's in the wrist. Toss it around. Make sure every piece of meat has the seasoning on it. Rinsing my hands again. I do that a lot when I'm cooking. Clean as I go. Clean and rinse as I go. Next, I'm putting the Sazon seasoning on it. I use 2 packages of those. This really doesn't have a flavor to me. I more use it for the coloring. Even though with my oxtails, I put a browning sauce on it. So the browning sauce actually totally takes over this color here. But I just like to know that I actually have it as part of my seasonings for my meats. So I sprinkle that on there. And then I will toss it around. It's no more in the packet. There we go. Okay, now there goes the browning season I like to put on it. And I just drizzle it on there. Like that. And that looks about right. There we go. And toss it again. Like to make sure everything is well coated. No piece of meat is left behind. And that, guys, is the key. Ketchup. Yes. Don't believe me? Try it. You will not be disappointed. Again, coating it around. Rinsing my hands once again. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse and cut some scallions up. I like to have the scallions placed in when I do the marinade because it just gives it, more time for the seasoning, for the flavors to be able to soak in. So I actually put this as part of my marinade. So I just cut it up on top of the oxtails, and when I transfer it over to the Ziploc bag, it'll be all incorporated at the same time. So again, it could see the flavors could soak in with the other seasonings that I had already put on it. And there it goes. We put it into the Ziploc bag. and we let it marinate. I let mine marinate for a full 24 hours. So I actually did this on Saturday, my marinade, and I cooked them today, which is Sunday. So there you go. You have it in the Ziploc bag, and then you pop it in the fridge and let it do what it do. Okay, here are the oxtails. They have marinated overnight. I seasoned them yesterday, and they have since marinated overnight. I'm getting ready to put them in a nice size. I think this is a 5-quart stock pot, but I'm getting ready to put them in there and let them do what they do. Now I have them in the pot. I filled it up with cold water. You want to put water in it to just about covers all of them. Okay, you're going to cook this on a medium to low heat for the next hour, hour and a half. Also, what I wanted to make note of, I let the oxtails marinate overnight. As you guys saw, I did the seasoning, and then I just showed you when I had it sitting on the counter. But you want to take it out the refrigerator and let it rest for like let's say about a good 20 minutes, and let it rest to get to room temperature, because you don't want to put cold food right onto a pot of hot water. Eventually it'll be in the hot water. You want it to bring it to room temperature, and then you want to place it onto the stove to start its cooking process. Okay guys, It's been about an hour since these have been cooking low and slow. I am going to add a can of Goya butter beans. Now you don't have to put beans in it if you don't want to. It's your choice. Okay, hand me the spoon. So you drop the butter beans in there, stir them up as soon as I get the spoon. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Hold on. And I'm doing it with my left hand, and I'm a righty. But you stir it up, and you let that go. Oh, you know what I forgot? The thyme. But I'm going to put that in there right now. Okay, so I added the thyme. I just put a couple of whole sprigs in there and just let it cook down. It's fine. I usually put it in there in the beginning, but this would definitely cook down with the oxtails and the butter beans for the next half an hour, maybe even do it 45 minutes more, because they're not quite done yet. But yeah, that's what I forgot to put in there when you first put it in the pot, is the thyme. But it's still gonna be good. Okay guys, the oxtails are done. I have let them cook for about an hour and just about 45 minutes, and they are done. Nice and tender. If you see here the thyme, you could just pick that out. I just put the whole sprig in there, but you now just go back and pick out the actual sticks, because the thyme has cooked off. And there you go. You put this over some white rice, and it's gonna be a good time, baby. Good time. Thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, and hit that notification button. Continue watching our videos. We appreciate all the love and support we have gotten so far. Thank you to all of our new subscribers. Thank you to anyone else who's going to be able to subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. Until next time, and always, thank you for being the best part.